Hello guys, welcome back to the RDYUP League for tonight's semi-final game between the Finnish team of Serval. Going to be taking on the Icelandic team of W. It's a semi-final, our first semi-final, the first match to determine who will reach the finals of the RDYUP League. I am your commentator Louis 2K. Our observer Fraser will be joining us very shortly. But welcome to everyone in chat. We apologise for the delay. We've just been getting all the server set up. A couple of issues with the veto process. But the veto will see us starting on Mirage, the map pick of Serval. We'll be switching over to W, Cash, or W's pick of Cash. And then if we need it, our deciding game, our third game of the day, will be Nuke. That'll be a great little game if we got round to that. But we will be starting on Mirage. And Serval, they'll be going into this on the back of a 2-0 win over Wanted Academy. W also got a 2-0 win against Exile. Not the Exile team I know, but another team called Exile. Welcome to everyone in chat then. Who do you guys think is going to win? Is it going to be Serval? Is it going to be W? Get your predictions in the chat. We will be live. We will be underway for our 9th round. A big game for both these two sides. The winner of this series goes through to the final. And I'm sure they'll love to go onto the A site for this. Oh no, we are actually starting. Sorry, there's no 9th round, of course, my mistake. W is starting CT side Serval on the T side, and for the T side, now going to be a couple of smokes and flashes to help them push out here. Frosted and Folly are going to be the players to push the Finnish team out. Entering out onto the site, and already Pandas is going to get the opening kill. A nice headshot on Folly. Frosted looking to do damage here. It's going to be RDYUP OS to get one back after Jeremy got one. And RDYUP OS getting himself 2 kills from that angle. A 3-on-3, a CT retake incoming, and Frosted will find a headshot as Hijolti falls. Stebby, Coco, one nice shot back, and another nice headshot as well. All that remains is RMZ, who's on the site and tapping away. What we found out with Stebby. That's such a nice 3K, and that's a brilliant little start for W. They'll lead this game 1-0. What a round. What a Pog Champ start. Pog Champs in chat for that start, guys. That was insane. And it's going to be W going 2 to the good. And they will be able to get out some SMGs and some better weapons. Pandas, he's opted to go for the M4. Serval this time going to be making some movement towards top mid and towards the B site. It for now is going to be an eco for the Serval team, who have actually opted to upgrade to Deagles. Jeremy, he's here in mid and he's looking to do damage with this USP, but for now won't do a lot. Serval, they're in the upper hand at this stage. And tapping away, you can tell the Deagle wants to do some work, and RMZ towards the A site is just going to pre-fire, but won't quite find Pandas just yet. RDYUP OS already low on HP towards mid. And Coco has been taking some damage, but elsewhere on them up, the CTs, they're finding the kills. W just about cleaning up this pistol round. The Folly and RMZ remain for Serval. One towards B. The other towards A. RMZ, he's going to push in. Wants to find the kill. He will get one. But won't be able to get the trade. Let's move faster. Gets himself a kill. The Foiling. He's in mid now. He's got the deal. And he's got the bomb. But he's got 40 seconds to make a plan. Maybe not going to be lucky to get anything. W now just have to play it a little bit cautiously. They don't know where the bomb is. They're not fully aware of the Folly's position. He for now is just watching and standing in mid with 25 seconds to go. He's going to have to make a move. He is going to push in, but runs fight right into the bullets of Mu Fasalim. W go 2 to the good. Looking so good so far on their opponent's map pick of Mirage. There's the Pog Champs in chat. I wanted. That's amazing. That's brilliant. So W then going to be getting out the first AWP of the match. It's going to be Pajama using and utilising the AWP. He's going to have so many players to try and watch out for, and for now just has to watch under. It is Serval just using some utility. Going to be a little fake towards mid. And elsewhere across the map with Fasalim. Has to be careful because there's 3 players pushing in mid for Serval. And also there's players for Serval pushing towards the B site. Frosted, he took an early chunk of damage, but somehow Serval, they're allowed to enter this site from different angles. With Fasalim, he's finding the kills, and Pajomi, the CT is just holding off the site, but they've now got to be careful. Pushing on the site of Serval, and Frosted is left against 4. He's got the bomb to work with, but he's got to find these kills, and he's panicking and can't do anything against the SMGs of Panda. A great save, a great round by W, and it's Serval who lose all of our AKs and send a couple the way of W. It's really sad there's no auto-direct on this. The AWP, the AKs and the M4 all being brought out for the W Icelandic side. For the Finnish team then, just going to be a little pistol rush out onto the A side. So a chance for Pandas to really do some damage and find some kills. And, well, Molotov will go on the side. A great little Molotov itself, but actually can't really do that much damage. He'll get the bomb denied for a second, and Pajami will find another kill back. But Serval, they've got an M4 to work with. They are working themselves onto the site here. Stebby and Trepter, they'll get damage done to them both. RMZ will get another kill in his favour. But RMZ now has to find 3 more players, and somehow didn't find Mufasalim, who was so close. I thought he got a headshot there. Wasn't quite going to be in his favour. W go 4-0 up, and Serval, maybe their chance to try and respond now. They've got some money now to work with. They'll get a full buyout and play. And W, so far, their money is starting to stack up just a little bit. If you are new here, do give the RDYUP League a follow on their social medias. Pajami, he's waiting and just holding the angle in mid. A little pre-fire isn't going to get him anywhere. Serval, they've got mid control to work with now. Trepspur has to fall away. He's flash, and it's going to be found out by Stebley, who's just hiding in the connector angle at this point. There's 1 player under and a couple more players in mid for him to be aware of. And Mufasalim took a chunk of damage off of that juicy nade up on short. Stebby, he's just having to be careful because Frosted, he's pre-firing the angle, but he's aware of Stebby's position. 1 nice headshot in his favour, and that gives Serval another man back in their favour. But look who's being aggressive. Hajolti has got a great little angle deep in apartments here. It's not going to be paying off for any information or any intel for now. They are still working with mid Serval, and they will lose another player in mid for Jalmi. It's going to find RMZ. And the volley is taking damage, and Pajomi, a nice shot with him to help his teammate find the kill. All that remains is Will Perez looking to do damage. Will get 1 headshot, just peeking the wrong angle behind him. Pandas will knock him out, and they're not going to kill him. And W, they go 5-0 up. And Serval, this is their map pick, and so far not really seen a lot from them. The CT hold is looking pretty good. Of course, we've got the system in place here where 1 team picks what map they want, and then the other team gets to choose the side. Serval then, despite losing these opening 5 rounds, have got a good buyout this round, but they're going to lose the player early on. Pandas, he couldn't quite get the response kill, but Frosted taking a chunk of damage, and look who's nearby. Stebby, still on site, looking to do damage, can only get 1. This time Serval, they're finding the kills, they're finding the damage, and there's some trade kills in here, but Serval, they'll be allowed to bomb down at least. Will Perez, he's left and he can't do anything. W, they're looking so aggressive, so promising, and they're in full control of this game. Jeremy's like, take the AK, take the AK, take the AK. He's not going to take the AK. That's W, 6-0 up. And Serval, not a hint of life really being shown from them at this stage. Mufasalim, 8-1, only 1 death. Pretty good little start there. Stebby already on 4 assists after 7 rounds. And now for the first time we see W introducing a double AWP setup into the play. For Jeremy, he'll be aware of some presence from Serval towards top mid. For now, can't do a lot with it. Elsewhere across the map, Serval going to be attempting to take mid and under control. Frosted, he's got under control. But now Serval have got this mid control. They've got to try and build upon it. Once again, we see Stebby just holding connector. And it's not necessarily mid control, which the Icelandic team are trying to hold or work with. It's connector control as soon as that smoke's in play. Foley will fall to one of the AWPs for Jelmy. He's got himself his first kill. I thought he got a second. But no, both AWPs finding a kill in the early stages. And Serval now going to try and get something up towards the B site at this stage. They've got a minute to work with. They've got the bomb as well. But the utility usage is lacking. Entering and heading onto the site here. Agility. We'll use a Molotov and, well, if anything, Mufassalim is going to be allowed to do damage. Agility will get the other kill at this stage. And just like that, Trepspur, he's hiding in apartments and he's praying and looking to do damage. Will be naded and Trepspur will be allowed one kill. Couldn't find Mufassalim and the finish, or sorry, the Icelandic player getting himself another kill. That's W 7-0 up, sorry. And Serval finally need a chance, a pause to try and work out what's going on. The Foley 0-7. Still early days yet, though. Still in the starting stages. We don't actually have a caster with us, or sorry, a commentator. Our commentator will be here soon, I promise. If you are new here to the RDYUP League, do give them a follow on all of our social medias. And everyone, lots of people in chat were hoping that Serval could win. Do we have any fans in the chat for W? You're all being so mean to Foley. Or Foyley. Don't be mean. Be respectful. Be respectful of your peers. W, they go into this on the back of a 2-0 win over Exile. They were in the first division and they finished at 3rd out of 8th. They got 5 wins, a draw and a loss. Serval on the other hand, there they are. They were in Division 1. Finished the season 4th out of 8th. They got 5 wins and 2 losses. And I meant to say that W were in Division 2, not Division 1. That's so mean. That's so mean, Fortnite Gamer. I'm not going to repeat what you just said. Yeah, W just seem to be in full control of this game. You can't really deny it. They're looking the part. They're looking to know like what they're doing. And now Serval are going to try and respond. They don't have a great buyout. And they're going to try and get something in play towards the A site. A utility usage setup. I've not seen this smoke before. Is this like a site smoke? Or I don't know what this smoke is. I'm really curious to know what this smoke is. So we'll go out. The utility is ready for W as they try and get a response kill in the early stages. Now, great little flash, Stebby. He gets 2. Frosted, he'll respond with 1 kill, and he's on the side of this stage. And Frosted, he'll get Bajelmi as well. 2 great entries by Serval, but Frosted, he'll be aware of this W presence towards CT. There are 2 players there, and look who's on the lurk. Hajalti, he's here, and he'll be prepared to do damage. Pandas, he hears the player close, but can't quite find a kill. And if anything, Frosted is now aware of this player. And Hajalti also coming from behind. This could be big. Mufassalim, he'll find Frosted. Hajalti, he'll find that one player. And he'll also find RMZ. Literally nothing Serval can do. Another successful retake from the W team. And you can't really deny him a chance. Oh, sorry, W are really denying their opponents a chance. They seem to be in full control of this. Really disappointing from W. And W will be... Sorry, Serval. I keep making the mistakes. I don't mean to. Serval yet to be able to get an AWP out yet again. Again, Pajomi. Again, open in mid. And at least something Serval can do right is getting the smokes in mid, which just forces Pajomi away. That nade was actually really meaty and took a load of damage off these Serval players towards mid. So Serval, they've got mid control, but they've not really been able to establish anything with this. Armzed will just re-smoke jungle. Xiaomi, and he can't find anything. His teammates, they can find the kills between them. Fasa and Stebby finding 2 quick fire kills just like that. And Fasalim, he's going to get caught out by Trepsper. He'll get 1 kill back for the Finnish side. But now the Finnish team have to try and expand and push forward. And Foley will get his first kill. Pandas taking him out instantly. And now it's going to be a 2-on-2 entering this site here. Hajouti and Pandas, they're aware that these last 2 players for Serval are in mid. And Hajouti could do damage. Both players are around connector or mid. And I feel like Hajouti isn't really aware of this second player. We'll find Frosted. Just has to find Trepsper, who's at least worked his way into jungle. And he was aware of that little pre-fire up on short. Hajouta. Solo towards B. Pandas solo on aim. But now Pandas will just hear the info because Trepsper has to be aggressive. He has to push. The T side will get the bomb down. Now Trepsper, a 2-on-1 clutch, and he's just going to peek it. An easy kill enough for Pandas. And that's going to be 9-0 up, and maybe, just maybe, are we going to see a 16-0 here in the RDYUP semi-finals? This is a semi-final game. And semi-finals shouldn't be this close. It is a best-of-3 series, so if Serval lost this, they'd be able to respond. The bad news is, Serval, they picked this map. They're 9-0 down on it. It's not going to plan. If this is W just demolishing Serval on their map pick, then I don't know. Serval did actually get to choose what map they wanted first, and to be fair, W could have picked this map, and it feels like it's more of W's map. W might have felt they got lucky in the veto process, that they were able to get the first pick. Or that Serval got the first pick and then they got to pick CT, so it kind of worked out for W. Then again, Mirage, it's quite, with the meta at the moment for Mirage, it's quite a map, or a popular map, which is known by so many skill whoops. This used to be the Dust Tomb. It used to be the classic well-known map, but now I'd say Mirage is a lot more balanced and a lot more preferred by many people. Serval rotating themselves back towards the A site. W have pretty much 3 players towards this A site now. It's a risky idea to have 4 players towards A and mid, but it's the risk that W are willing to take. Stebby has to just fall away and takes a huge chunk of damage away. Serval, they're going to try and push out here and move. Fasalim is looking to do damage, but Hajouti, he'll find 1 kill, a little bit of pre-fire, and 20 seconds left. Time is now of the essence for Serval as they try and push out. Pandas, he'll find out Foley. Frosted will get 1 back, but Wilp has to get himself a clutch. He's got himself 1. He won't find the AWP in Pandas. That's a 3k for Pandas. And W, they reach double figures. 10-0 app. And Serval, now they have to start the engines because this is all falling apart, all falling away from them. And another tech pause might, or attack pause, might just be what they need. It would be interesting to talk to W after this, actually, just to say, did you want to play Mirage? Like, would Mirage have been your pick if you got to veto first? Because Serval got to veto first, so either way, we know that this was definitely going to be Serval's map pick, but looking at the score, you have to sort of consider, is this also W's map pick? It's interesting to actually say also that both these sides, they won the same amount of group games during the season. W got one draw in the season. That was it. (12-3) for Fassel. Pandas 11-3 also, and Hajalti, he's only died 3 times. He's got 7 kills. Still an impact. Still done sufficient damage. At least everyone in chat's happy now that Folly got himself his first kill of the game. We're going to be back on the way, and again a double up set up to be kept by W and Serval. This time going to be trying to play this quicker towards A, and despite Molotov being there, they're going to try and push either way. Pandas, he just has to fall away, but suddenly Serval, they're finding the kills, and they've got themselves onto the side. Will Perez, it's actually going to fall to Bajelmi. He's got himself 2, just watching the jungle lurk. Won't find Foley. What a shot that was with the Deagle. He's got 1 kill back for Serval. And Foley just going to fall away, and now just spamming Hajalti's nade will clean him up nicely. W 11-0 up, and W starting to... I mean, they're not even memeing about. They're just 11-0 up. That's how confident they are. The server economy not that good. It's round number 12, and they're opting to fully invest, actually. 2 SMGs out in the end, along with 1 AK for Foley. Bajelmi has to back away from mid this time. And Serval, it's starting to become a common recurring process at this stage. Serval, they go for the mid control, but they can't really do anything with it. And W, again, finding the early pick. Stebby's got 1, Foley's got another kill back. And a game of trades in mid. With Fastlum, he's got himself 2 kills. Pandas will find the lurk towards A. And you know what? Give him that last kill on Frosted as well. 12-0. We do have 3 maps in this series. 2 at least. Now, we obviously had some Serval fans in the chat. Do we still have Serval fans? Good little nade. Again, doing a similar chunk of damage. Serval, they've got to try and work this out realistically. They're doing the same thing over and over, going for mid control, having 1 player lurk around mid or towards A. Interesting angle actually by Stebby, holding quite close, and it's a great little bait in the end to allow Bajelmi to find his first kill of the round. Will Perez will trade. And RMZ, he's somehow found his way onto this B site, and how is he not aware of RMZ's position? RMZ could be gifted a free kill here. RMZ, you need this kill. He will find it. Jalti will fall. Bajelmi of the AWP will fall in Serval. They finally have a 2-man advantage. Stebby, though, he's got a kill back, and this could be the end of a 16-0 idea. Serval, they've got the B site, and they're now in a rush to try and at least get the site in their control. RMZ is close. Stebby also going to be boosting himself, jumping across on short. Bomb finally goes down for Serval. And Serval, they have to perfect this, and they can't really peek or make any incorrect movements. Pandas has to be careful here. RMZ the other side of this, and RMZ will find a kill actually. And Stebby, you've got to find 3 kills here to clutch this out. And looking to do damage, they can't get the 16-0, and finally Serval get their first round on their map pick. It's taken them 13 rounds to do that, and it might be a little bit too late now to realistically get something done, but 1 round back. Stebby, 11 assists, 12 kills. And Stebby might even have more assists than kills at the end of this game. That'd be a cool little stat to utilise. Jeremy once again has to fall back from mid. Trepsper, he'll be AWPing. I feel like this is the first time we've seen an AWP out for Serval. And they need to be careful because with Fassel, he's just going to push. But Will Perez, he'll provide a trade kill. And elsewhere, it is Serval pushing and working themselves out onto the A side. And still, W have 3 players on this A side in the defensive end. Both AWPs now towards home. Jeremy's nade, that's quite damaging. That just hits the spot. Won't quite kill off Foley. And Will Perez is actually going to fall, but A trade kill back by Stebby. Agility will get himself Foley, and Will OS has to get himself an ace to clutch this out, and it's already aware of his position. Will OS will be allowed to find 1 kill. Now he's got to find 2 more. He's aware of the player towards CT. The other player is coming from mid. Pandas saves around, and W, they get a 13th round. Excuse me. Last round then. W gonna keep the double setup, not going too mad. Serval, they've had to buy it whatever they can, and their buy isn't really that great. It's just going to be deagles and a load of pistols. They've not really rushed towards B, or even had a 5-man push out of apartments towards B, and they are going to attempt at least this idea. The idea in place, they are going to work themselves towards B. And Fasslim, he's got loads of kills from this angle before, and just pre-firing. Won't exactly find anything. Hijalti's going to fall. And Mo Fasslim just smoked off the site. His side is now left in a retake scenario. W, they can't save. They have to go for this. And RMZ will get himself another kill. Serval, they've got a 2-man advantage at this stage. And RMZ can't get anything else. RMZ was lurking towards the A site. Pandas will actually fall, but Pachelmi will get 1 back. Stebby will get another. But it's a 2-on-1 clutch for Pachelmi to try and retrieve. Just tag 1 player. And he's just going to try and stick the defuse. Trapso will save the round. And at the end of this half, a truly dominated performance from W. They lead the semi-final 13-2. So halftime then in this RDYUP Amateur League Season 3 semi-final. W just in flying control. This is the map pick of Serval. Let's not forget. And Serval, they can only get 2 rounds on the T side. Excuse me. Really difficult. And Serval just have to get this pistol round to try and kickstart something going into the second period. If you are new here, do give the RDYUP League a follow on all of their social media accounts. But this is going to be a tough second half if you play or support Serval. 11 rounds between you and W. And 11 rounds to at least give your side a chance to even go to overtime. W, they're going to get a Molotov, smoking a flash out. Serval, they're going to snipe through players towards the A site, and an unlucky call already because W, their plans are heading towards the B site. All 5 players in apartments. And a big little ask for Frosted to do something. Pachelmi, he's alone on aim and wasn't able to do any damage. And this Molotov now could do some damage, and it's not going to be that effective. Hijalti, he's the only player who takes substantial damage. And actually, he'll fall to Hijalti. Pandas from behind will be taken down by Will S. And Hijalti on site will get himself a second. Serval, a 3-on-3 retake scenario. And actually, Hijalti's just going insane. He's on for the ace at this point. Mufasa will steal that crown away from him. But W want to get this map and first game cleaned off as quick as they can. They're 2 rounds away from taking map 1. And Serval, they're having to force out and invest in whatever they can. That's my phone I dropped on the floor. But Serval this round are going to try and respond to scouts in the making. Once again, W don't seem to have any different plans. Another rush, another hit towards the B side, and the Foley will be aware of this noise. And that just leads Frosted to fall away early on. Nice shot, actually. Frosted, 2 nice deagle shots, and a third. You know what? He's insane. He's looking so good. Can't do anything against Hijalti and Pandas. And that's finally something, a stroke of luck potentially for Serval. And Wilp just has to back away. RMZ will get another kill. And Panda's now aware of this player on short, and Can't do anything. Finally, RMZ and Serval, they get around. The digs actually by Frosted were insane. And no surprise really with Frosted at the top of the leaderboard with kills like that. So nice, looking so good. W then going to be working with pistols. Still the early round economy, not really in either team's favour. Serval will get a suitable buyout, which includes an M4 and an AK they held on to last round. Serval stacking 3 players on this site and a team kill unluckily by W as Serval get a man advantage. Pajelmi can't do anything. Serval actually working hard. They've finally woken up. Stebby taking a load of damage and he won't be allowed to plant the bomb. It's a 4th round for Serval and another eco round in the works for W. Serval now starting to get some rifles out in play. A chance to do damage, and Will Perez, he'll be able to use the AWP for the CT side. Will Perez taken apart by Stebby. That's so nice. Got a W player. A really nice shot, and now W, they can expand. They can push forward, and they're going to be trying to push really towards the A site. Pajelmi, RMZ's got himself 2 kills, just holding off Connector from the A site, and almost got a 3rd, really. There's a 3rd. Sebby's going to fall. And now the AWP and a Glock remain for W, but Serval, they lose the AWP. Jolty could just try and hold on to this going into the next round. And Fasterman, it was a quest for him to do damage. And despite having an AWP, Jolty's actually going to go for this. W know that their economy is not that great, and despite even if they won this one, wouldn't be that great. And Hajauti, I think it was just a crest to do damage and get the bomb plant. Serval will keep the AWP. And W, they're actually going to take the risk. They are going to invest in this round. They will get the AWP out as well. And W, maybe now W's engines have shut down. Pandas, he was trying to get that early pick in the A site and won't be allowed to get it. Will Perez will have to fall away. And that's so nice. They even smoked him off, but he will somehow back away with 82 HP. Both sides with an AWP this round, and Serval now looking a bit stuck in mid. Not sure how to really progress. Serval have lost the mid control. That's evident in Wilp's position. And now there's a minute for W to try and enter onto the site. They are just waiting to see what damage they can do. Panda is just watching the lurk on the A side. And the pre-fire by Pajelmi isn't going to encounter or give up any information. The Foily, he'll hear this noise in mid. That's looking ever so likely to be an A hit at this stage, but W now looking under the pressure, looking the side who is struggling. Pajelmi, he's trying to find the AWP. He won't quite be able to take down Will Perez. And Will Pos. And Serval, for now, just have to play it safe. They're not truly aware of how W are going to be playing this round. And they're going to be playing it with a rush towards the A site. Frosted. He got 2 deagle shots here, but this time going to be instantly denied. And the T's just finding the kills. They're making this work out. Pajelmi, 2 massive kills there. Pushing from mid. Leaves it in the hands of Trepsper. And this is the W side, which we saw dominate their opponents in the first half. Trepsper, he needs to do damage, and he won't be able to get the clutch. And this should see W out to match point. So Trepsper, who's just looking to do damage, and Serval Really looking under the weather. This was their map pick, and this doesn't look to be going in their favour. W now on match point. And if they're looking this good on Mirage, well, we'll have to move on to Cash and see what they can bring to the board. Serval, they'll have to get something in that Mirage game. Serval, it's a big ask. But can they make the comeback possible in this map? Time will tell. Early smoke is used towards mid. And also towards the A site. RMZ, he'll hear this utility used by W. And W, they're going to try and execute out into the A site. RMZ, he's flashed. He's blind. Hajalti will find a kill. Man advantage as quick as that to W. Will Pearls has got a D1 playing. Looking to do what he can. The spam isn't working out. Stebby, he's got another kill for the T side. And this could pretty much be game, set, and match. Pandas has to be careful from behind him, but Frosted's got himself one kill. And Trepsper just instantly denied by the player behind him. Oh, there's one for Will Perez. Stebby's now left in the clutch. A 2-on-1 to get himself a 4K. A tap of the bomb. And actually, Serval, they're going to survive another day. They'll get themselves to another round. And they'll force W down to a potential eco at this stage. I know Stebby's got money. And Pajelmi, W could even actually invest in this. They are going to stick with pistols. Stick with the safer buy. And the engines haven't quite switched off for Serval yet. They're buying this round. We'll just see them working with Famasis. And Wilpos will get the early fag in the favour of the Finnish team, Serval. That wasn't what I wanted. But Jeremy, though, will find a kill as Frosted first full in his favour. The Foley on short, looking to get himself a second frag. He won't deny the bomb plant, but he'll give Serval a man advantage. Hajalti just playing aggressive. Gets himself a weapon from behind. Trepsper, he's doing damage and he's going to try and spark a retake scenario. RMZ will find Hajalti, and Pajelmi is all that's left between this round. And it's going to favour Serval once again. They've got a 7th round, and Serval will hold on to this AWP and an M4. Have the engines actually switched off then? Frosted, 17 to 19. Top fragger for W is Pajelmi, 20 to 15. And RMZ is going to be a little bit delayed on the rush forward. Wilpos, though, allowed to find that opening frag in favour of Serval. And will just give himself a little Molotov towards mid. And that forces Hajalti with the W AWP to back away. I say he's backing away. He's allowed that kill. That's a great kill as Wilpos falls as quick as that. W, they respond quickly enough to make this a 4-on-4. Again, mid control is here for W. And Serval, not really going to be panicking about this mid control, which has been gained by the T side. Joey's going to get himself boosted up at least. And RMZ just has to be careful. He'll hear the noise, in jungle. And RMZ just a close, tight little angle to work with. Joey's in! RMZ's going to get the kill back. Serval, again, and a man advantage to work with. We move faster him. He's out on the A side. Does have a player in Palace to be aware of. Chusper. And RMZ a little pre-fire. Won't be fully aware of W's position. W now are going to work themselves out onto the A site. And I'm wondering if RMZ was aware for Jalti's position. 15 seconds for W to get the bomb down, and time now going to be a massive factor in this round. Chesper, he'll hit a bomb plant. Mufaslim, it's just pre-fire and expects the angle and gets himself 2 kills. He wants W to win this, and Serval might just be locked out. Foley will fall Frosted though, he'll get one back. A 2-on-1. And this is definitely possible for Frosted, but he has to find the kills. And basing out the kills, they can't do anything. Map 1 is going to end in favour of W. They win it 16-7 against Serval on the map pick of Serval. We are going to be switching over to Cash for map 2. Hope you guys are ready. Hope you guys are enjoying the coverage. Stick around. And let's see if Serval can get that response map to take us to Nuke. We'll be back in a couple of minutes. Welcome back, guys, to the semi-final, the first semi-final of the RDYUP Amateur League. I'm your commentator, Louis2K, for the second map in this best-of-3 series. And for Serval, a chance to try and redeem themselves and to try and get a response as soon as they can. It was them who lost 16-7 on their own map pick of Mirage. It's tough when you lose your own... It's tough, sorry, to lose the first map, but if you lose your own map pick, it's a bit of an arse to try and respond. If you missed the first map, it did finish 16-7 in favour of W. It's an Icelandic team against a Finnish team. And W, they just need 16 rounds at least to get themselves to the final of the RDYUP League Season 3. Hope you guys are ready for this game. A couple of people expecting Serval to win this. This isn't their map pick, don't forget. W, they picked this map. And if Serval do win it, we'd actually be moving on to the last map of Nuke. It was the only map which wasn't vetoed by either team, and it's interesting that it actually would come down to Mirage if we needed it. But what we need to start to see then from the side of Serval, it's a good start. And actually when Serval were CT side of Mirage, they did start to have a bit of luck and they started to have some stuff going in their favour. But it felt a little bit too late. They were 13-2 down, sorry, at halftime of Mirage. You know what, we're going to get live, we're going to get underway. Serval, they will start CT side, the side in which they got to more rounds on map 1. The Icelandic team then will have to start with a smoke, a flash, and a P250 on the T side. Serval will have the defuse kit for Serval. And this is going to be a big game for Serval. They're going to have to try and respond here. Going to have 2 on A, 2 on B, and 1 towards mid and for W. So it's going to be a hit towards the A site for now. Which one is it? One of these will do it. That one. Both players for the CT side hiding towards quad in the back of sight. Is Serval trying to do damage and it's going to be taken apart. Will Pass looking to do damage back, and 2 nice headshots from him. RNZ did get 1 kill back as well, and suddenly W do get the bomb down, but it's going to be a tough ask to try and respond here. Pandas did get himself 2 kills and might try and get the AC. Mufassalim will be left to him to find 3 kills. 1 nice 1 tap actually, and he'll find Frosted looking to find the other players, but the kills, and it's just not going to work out in his favour. It's going to be Serval getting pissed around, and they're going to go up 1-0. Serval wins 16-2. Well, you know, it's possible. Not always possible though, is it, to win 16-2? Excuse me. And M4 will be brought out instantly by Serval. W actually able to invest in AKs, even though they got the bomb down and got some kills. And W actually just risking and opting to be aggressive and just force and push out. Foily, he's got 2. He won't find Hajalti though, and that's a great kill back for Hajalti. But RMZ, he's getting loads of kills. He's getting 3 of them, in fact. And he'll clean out the round. Serval, they go 2 to the good. But they can't hold on to any AKs, which W forced out in. A welcome relief for the T side. But for the T side now, an eco enforced. And it will be a smoke and a flash for them to use to just try and get onto the one of the sites and to try and get the bomb down. Utility from RMZ towards mid, but W again just going to be rushing out, pushing out onto the site here. Real Pos, a great position. He's got 2. He might try and go for further damage here. RMZ, he can respond, and Serval on site also. They're finding the kills. They're cleaning this up nicely. And Stebby hiding away in forklift won't be allowed to do any damage. There's Serval 3-0 up. And so far, looking so good. The Icelandic team of W going to be trying to respond here. They've got an AWP. And they've got a full buyout on the T side. So they'll be going for a little bit of a pre-fire. Pandas has boosted himself up. He's aware of one player in Z. Won't find RMZ for now. But for now, Serval might be feeling the pressure. Now they've heard the AWP is out in play. And Chesbert is pre-firing, but it's not quite going to land any shots. Pandas, he's boosted up, and this is looking like a default play coming up from the W side. Towards the A side, Pajelmi, just a little bit of a pre-fire for now. Has opened the squeaky door and has indicated his presence to do some damage. And W have got themselves one kill towards this site here. Will pause. Has responded. But we won't be able to find Stebby though. And that's a great kill for Stebby, as that allows W access to the A site. But Stebby didn't have to peek that. There's two CT players here holding off the site. And Frosted, he's going to try and move with the kills. Finding one towards mid. And Foiling will find Pandas, and that's the AWP loss. W. The round now remains in the hands of Hajalti. He will get the bomb down. Has to find himself 3 kills. He gets 1, and his transfer of the spray wasn't going to be enough to find Frosted. Serval then going to go 4-0 up. And now I'm starting to feel similar vibes to that of the first game. You know, the one where W went 4-0 up and went on to dominate. Yeah, Serval, this is their chance to really do that now. W go into this after beating Exile 2-0. Serval, they beat Wanted Academy 2-0 in their last game. Easy for Winland. Oh, so far it's looking good for Serval. This is Hajalti for now, making the most noise of any W player. A load of noise, a load of a pre-fire towards the B site and searching for to do damage through this Molotov. Molotov and smoke. That nade isn't going to be that effective, but Frosted will get his teammate flashed in. The coordination is on point. But it's not going to land either side any kills for now. Towards the A side though, and Stebby, he's going to be found out with Chuspa. With Aslim in mid, are we allowed to find RMZ? And now with Aslim, he's making a lot of noise, can still find himself Foley, who goes down to 8 HP in the process. And Frosted now has to force out onto the B side. A great little Molotov as Mufaslim finds the kill. W, they're now in control of the B site. And for Serval, it might just be a welcome opportunity to save. And for the first time, it is Serval on the lower fit in this round and this game. Easy for W, that's what we want to see. People supporting both sides. Lots of love for both sides. Will Pass could be allowed to do damage here, if he can find the kills. Will Pass gets himself 2. They line up for him. It's brilliant. The other players left for W, and Will Pass actually still looking to do damage. He could have gone for the defuse, actually. And Fasm just about surviving, as will Pajelmi. And for the W side, they finally get their first round on the board. It's just what they want. They now have to try and recover and get some more rounds back in their favour. I've lost all my keybinds for this. I need to get like a little diagram of what my keybinds are, and that would make my streams much better. Serval did have 2 players in mid, and Pandas, who actually be able to find an opening kill again for W at this stage. Bomb is heading towards the B site, but W, their players are scattered all across the map here, and the Foley, he'll find a response kill for the CT side towards B. Now W pause and hold their ground. Trespo will find Bajelmi. And Stebby, he's trying to work himself out into the A site, but for now he is alone. And it would be risky to push out alone, considering W, they've lost a player. And Mufaslim was trying to just avoid taking any damage. A little pre-fire isn't going to land any shots on RMZ. But W now have to attend to and focus on the A site here. Wilpos, he's close by, will be mollied, and he'll be caught out by Hajalsi. A great kill by the Icelandic player. And now W going to try and push out and retrieve the site here. Trespa, he's hiding in the smoke, and actually Stebby will find him. RMZ will get one back, but he's got himself to... he's got to get 2 more kills. There's one. Can he find Hajalti hiding at the back? Hiding and moving around the A site. So is RMZ, but Hajalti's prepared. He'll find the kill and save W from forfeiting another round. I really need to work out my keybinds. Number 3. That's all I needed to know. 9-2 for RMZ for Jelmy005. I've noticed you guys in chat, you like to point out when people haven't got any kills. You should see me play. W, you're going to be going for a rush A push towards the site. And Serval, their economy's not that good. They are down to Deagles. Wilpos has the only primary weapon, and Wilpos will be looking to do damage here with the UMP. But so far, his team haven't been able to provide any damage to W. Bajelmi, that's his first kill. I'll find Foley. And Bajelmi's got himself 2 in 1 round. Wilpos from behind with the UMP. Question to see what damage he can do. Potentially not a lot. Wilpos, he'll be aware of the W movement. That sounds really bad, saying the W movement. So W are going to take the W on another round. Wilpos, pushing on site, will get himself 1 kill. And a smart idea going for the trades after time. Can't do anything against Bajelmi. He got 4 kills in the end. W, they're starting to recover now, and they are starting to get rounds back in their favour. Cheswell will get a kit along with a couple more of his teammates. Serval, they've had to invest in all they can. And it's a decent buyout. They've got a load of M4s in play. RMZ is just tapping away, searching for damage. Early on, won't be allowed to find anything. And if you're Serval, you might start to be feeling the pressure at this stage. Foley's going to be mollied. Actually deep in mid. Bajelmi, he's got himself 2 kills over towards the A site, and a great little push out with it as well. He will be allowed access onto the A site, and all W needed to get onto this site was Bajelmi. There's a 3rd for him. Might even consider going for the ace at this point. Frosted, he can recover 1 kills for Serval. But Foyley, he'll have to get 4 kills to even save the round for Serval. Now 3 AKs on site. The AWP back in the hands of Serval. And Foyley knows that his teammates' economy isn't that good. And Serval are aware that they have to commit to this. This could be down to timing. Foyley's position is known, can't quite do any damage. W on course to tie up the scores. And what was that? Actually, Foyley, he just got himself a collect kill. Both players pushing, both players lining up. Jalty, though, will make sure the AWP remains in W territory. Will he get it? Yes, he will. 4-4 to W. And now Serval. Definitely not fit looking good. Definitely falling apart. And this is W's map pick. So we should be able to see him recover, which they have done substantially well. So a Serval eco, which includes a defuse kit. Hold on.
Sound muted. Sound resumed.
Agility will be allowed the early kills. Armstead will get one back, but with Faslam, a great little entry for the W team. And W not fully committing to the site yet. Mufasa, a nice kill. A great set of one-taps there. And now Wilpos remains with an AK towards the A side of the map. This was only an eco for the CT side. And they've done some damage. But the round result isn't quite going to land in their favour. Unless Wilpos hits some nutty shots here. And W are actually starting to push at this stage. Pajelmi will clean up. And Pajelmi looking good with some of these kills. Serval then. Gonna go for the double AWP setup. W also getting out an AWP in Panda's hands. Looking to continue to do AWP from that last game. And Serval, they've lost the past 5 rounds. And we're looking to recover in this round here. Agility will get 1 kill back. And W yet again find themselves with the man advantage. Foily taking some damage. And can't quite hit his shots. W pushing out and almost got himself to the B site at this stage. Foily, he's desperate to do damage, and that nade is going to be clinically damaging. A little bit of a delay. But Serval give up the B site. They allow W control of this B site, and that's going to be a retake scenario. RMZ couldn't hit any shots. Couldn't quite kill off anyone. But it's lined up some damage to his team, and despite all these nades coming in for Serval, they can't do any closing damage. They're opting to save these 2 AWPs and 1 M4. And they'll maybe look to take some weaponry away from W. Foily just backing away, can't quite hit the shots. W have 4 players backing out towards this position. And could it be deadly? Oh, it could just be deadly. Now everyone has to be careful. It is after time. Foily will get 1. Wilpass will get himself 2. He got 2 from that angle. I think he sprayed down the player from Car who was really low as well. That was brilliant. I like my money in. Hamza just has to drop down to an SMG. Is it that late already? Wow. Time goes quick when you're having fun. Wilpass, great kill. Hajauty's going to fall early on. Hamza taking damage as Stebby boosts himself up towards Boom. Not necessarily some people. I was going to say won't have boosted himself up, but got boosted up. Pajami finding the aggressing Chesper. Now Pajami is looking to do more damage, and Pajami for me, he's been a key figure in this series. They're trying to nade Foley off guard, but somehow Foley survives that. It's going to be a 3-on-3. W look to do substantial damage at this stage. Two AWPs still remain for the CT side. Foley a great little angle here towards the MBK angle, and I somehow don't know if Panda's going to be aware or expecting this. W have pushed up in mid at least, and well, now Foley has to be aware of 2 angles: car, forklift, and a main. And Wilpass can't quite hit the shots early on. A smoke just blocking his path, and W actually making some work, and a great kill has been Mufasa takes down the AWP. Panda's not expecting Foley towards the back of the site, and Mufasa him and Stebby closing out the kills at the end of time. Serval weren't prepared for that, and it is a 7th round for W, their 7th round in a row. And for Serval, they've got money, but not all of the players do have money to work with. Serval actually taking the risk and forcing and choosing to invest in this round. They will have an AWP to work with. And that AWP is allowed to do damage early on. Tresper towards mid. We'll find the early kill. Will Pass. He's being aggressive and somehow gets two with Froster's help. It was only one kill in his favour in the end. But still a great chunk of damage done by both players. And now W going to try and push out onto the site here. Foley, the other side of his box. And are they going to expect Foley the other side of his smoke? Hajalti and Tresper, they're finding kills between them. Foley, he'll find Hajalti as well. Serval, they finally get a round back. They get two AWPs going into round number 12. Round number 13, sorry. But still, W have an AWP in play. They've still got an AK in play. It's not going to be the greatest buyout for the Icelandic team. And Foyley, he'll be looking to do damage. It is going to be a B hit from the W team. And actually, Foyley can't do any damage. It is Frosted getting himself two. This AWP still alive, still hiding towards the back of Checkers. And Foyley for now will somehow survive with this AWP and Checkers. But W now aware of this AWP's position. And W, they're so focused and so thoughtful of this area that W has to go big here, holding off the A or the B side, sorry, alone. Pandas will get one for the T side, and actually the retake looking a little more likely at this stage. It is Pandas down to an ace. Spots one player already, and will take down RMZ, but Wilposs's Molotov will burn away Pandas and gift Serval yet another round. It's taking Serval a bit of time, but they are starting to recover some rounds here. And they needed to recover. It's taken them quite a while to recover. 2 rounds then for the Serval team, which does mean that W are down to an eco round. W again going to be getting a little boost. Not quite boosting. They're going to be rushing towards the A site here. Wilposs, he for now is alone, but Serval, they're starting to rotate players back over. Mufaslim, we'll find Tresper, RMZ and Wilposs, they're finding some kills. W, they can respond with one kill. So 3-on-3 going into the site. And this RMZ AWPer, he's doing the part. He's doing what W need to do. Sorry, what Serval need to do. Bomb goes down. 2-on-1, and there's still one pistol close by for W. Pajomi didn't have to move there. 3 kill for RMZ. He's got a third and going for the jumping shot. Can't land anything onto Stebby. One player high end. Jaime is going to fall. Last player on site and Stebby. And he's low on bullets, but somehow he'll clutch it. W finally get the response round, and they needed that for their economy. Serval's economy in this last round, not really the best. Tresper's got money, but his teammates don't. Serval then, they're forcing out, and Tresper did actually opt to go with the AWP himself. And it's going to be a load of noise from W towards the B site, including the bomb. The AWP though, trying to peek into A, and just a wrong call entirely. Wilposs will recover the AWP. Elsewhere towards B, it is Mufaslim trying to do what he can, and Foley taking a lot of damage thanks to the close Molotov. W still have an AWP play in this angle. Pandas can't quite hit anything with his first shot. Ajalti will get a trade kill. Now Frosted has to do damage with the Deagle. He for now solo towards site, and RMZ just been smoked off now. Still going to push into Tree and a great shot with it. It is a 2-on-2, one player close by. With the AWP. Wilposs using the other AWP. Just pre-firing. It's going to be smoked off, but he's aware of this tree room. Or sorry, headshot player. Stebby can clean up. And at the halftime stage, it's W9. Serval 6. Half time then in the second map, and it is W with that cutting edge. They've got the lead going in their map pick, as they should. It's Serval. They started off strong. They got 4 rounds in a row, and they got a bit of recovery at the end of the first half. Aside from that, W, they've continued their form, their fine form from that first game. And I'm sure the other semi-finalists of the competition, they'll be keeping their eyes on what's going on here. And so far, if you're W, you've just about got the recovery that you need. And now going on to the CT side, you might want to go one step better and try and close this out. Serval looking a bit more likely to get something in this game, but they have to get a response soon. And for W, they're going to have a smoke and a defuse kit as they try and get the pistol round and try and reach double figures. Tresper, he's making so much noise, and he's got the bomb as well. For now, alone towards Beam, but just rotating back to useless. And the T side still a load of utility to help him push on to the A site potentially. But for now, the utility going to be used in mid, and that smoke failed. That wasn't the result you want from the smoke. Casualty will be found by RMZ for Jelmy. One nice one tap. Completely demolished by Tresper. Pandas has got one back. Mufaslim, another kill for W. And it's a 2-on-2, but Frosted has to find Mufaslim. It's now a 1-on-1 Foily against Pandas. And Foily has to get the bomb down here. And he can recover it. But Pandas just camping close. And actually, Serval, you thought they were going to stick that for the second, but in the end, Foily did what he did to save the round. Pissed round goes in favour of the Finnish side. Serval going to get out 5 SMGs, 2 MP5s, 3 Mac 10s. For W, a full eco rushing into mid. And the mid play, the mid aggression, looking to pay off, but RMZ, he's got himself 3 kills, 3 crisp, clean eco kills, 2 headshots as well. And now that just leaves Tebby hiding from sandbags. Looking to do damage. We'll find RMZ, but that gave Tresper an easy enough clean-up kill to allow Serval an 8th round. And now Serval going to be knocking on the door to try and tie up the series and tie up this map. So W them. The full eco from last round does mean they can get a full buyout in round number 3 for Serval. A series of economy changes in place. And only 2 AKs come out in round number 18 for them. Foily for now alone for Serval. It's just going to be a bit of a default play. RMZ was towards B, but for now isn't going to be opting to be that aggressive. Nor was Foily actually. And for W now, the idea to hold 2 players in mid. Just with Pajelmi hiding in sandbags. It does make it a little bit difficult for Pajelmi here if he's holding this close angle, because he'll become so vulnerable from elsewhere across the map. On boost. And the mid garage. But Pajelmi, he's got the angle. This could be a nice little kill with the M4. They've got 3 players boosted up here. This could be dangerous. It's going to be big for Pajelmi if he can get anything here, but he can only find one. RMZ will trade out, and Serval, they're going to be ignited and trying to push forward here towards A Arms at the entry and elsewhere, Serval. They're pushing themselves out on the side from both angles. The CT Holdo looking ever so strong. Pandas, he got 2. Mufaslam got himself another. And in mid, RMZ. He'll be allowed 1. But Pandas jumped up above him. Will take him out. (10-8) W lead on map 2, then map pick of the RDYUP Amateur League semi-finals. One AK for the CT side. No AKs for Serval because this is going to be a rush towards the B side here. A side, sorry. Frosted is close by. Instead, we could be allowed to get easy kills here. 2 kills. Can't actually get 2 kills. Eventually gets a second. Mufaslam, he gets 2 as well. And he'll even get the third as Wilposs falls to him as well as foiling. 11-8. Easy cleanup kills. Easy eco frags for W. And now Serval going to have to respond ASAP. They won't want their economy to get away from them too soon. And to get their economy back in play, they have to hope they can win rounds. Wilposs actually going to fall to Pandas. A great opening kill for the CT side yet again. And suddenly Serval find themselves on the back foot, trying to get some kind of entry. RMZ has to just be careful. Jouty up close and personal and will be flashed in by his teammate, but can't get any kills. Just for now getting the intel. Frosted and RMZ are both close by, and Frosted, he won't be able to get any kills. It is the T side and Serval finding these frags at this stage. Frosted finally got round in there, but still Serval yet to get onto the site. It's going to be towards B, but W have to try and fend off a push at this stage. Serval, they have crossed, they have gotten onto site. And Tresba, how does he somehow survive that? Stebby won't quite be caught off guard yet, but Pandas will be caught off guard. He'll be found by Foley. And nade, not that damaging. And from behind, Mufaslam found out Stebby's left against 2 further players. He found Foley, but Tresba just holding the angle on sight, and the bomb not quite in the T's position. Great shot, great reaction. Tresba cleans up. Serval and the Finnish team do respond. They make it 11-9, still in W's favour. One AWP out in play. One Galil out in play. And for W, a turn of the tide. As it's now the Icelandic team who work and fall down to this eco on the A, B and mid sides of the map. Pushing in, Stebby. Won't be allowed to find a kill. A little late flash, but that's still going to favour Serval. They have the opening frag towards the T side of the map here. Wilposs will make some noise to open the squeaky door. Great little Molotov, and Fastman for now just has to fall away and still allowed to find the kill. Foley, he will trade up. At least keeping Serval with a man advantage. And Foley is going to push up, but is he going to actually be expecting Pajelmi here towards the A site? Pajelmi left now against Froome. He's got himself one, but he's got to find himself an AWP and an AK'd player. RMZ holding close. Bomb goes down on beam. For RMZ, easy enough one tap to give Serval another round back. And now Serval, they're starting to claw back around. And W now with the money to get a buyout in play. Stubby's not got quite loads of money to play with. And he might just be down to an SMG. So then Foley and Serval will have to back rate instantly. The Molotov in mid means they can't do anything for now. towards the A, B side of the map. Frosted is alone. And again, looking to do damage. IMZ will clear off that sandbags position for a change where W aren't holding. IMZ, a great little shot to find Pajelmi. One player on site is now dispatched. Goodbye, Mifaslim. IMZ looking to do damage and staying on top. He was in a great angle to get more than one. Unfortunately, only allowed one kill. Four on two and W. Full gun round for them. Looks to be falling apart. So someone expected Serval to win this 16-2. Not quite going to be the score, but Serval will at least tie things up to 11-11 and keeping this a bit more of an exciting and closer affair compared to the game on Mirage, which ended 16-7 in favour of W. Panda's back a B and allowed to keep the AWP. Reveal pass falling after time. Third map, if we need it, would be Nuke. An exciting prospect in itself. And for W, though, they hold on to the AWP, but for the remaining CT players, it's going to be an eco for Serval. A stack towards the A site, a stack from W also towards this A site here. Their flash is good, but they're not going to be allowed to find any kills. Frosted's got 2. Instantly looking to do more damage. On site, Hajalti will fall to Frosted. And now Serval looking to clean this up. 40 will get another kill. Now Frosted won't quite get an ace. I might try and find Stebby hiding the other side of this fork position. 40 will find that. And give Serval a 12th round. It is now Serval back in the lead for the first time since they went 4-0 up early on. Back in the first half. Wow. That felt like ages ago now. A double AWP set up for both sides here. So, a double AWP set up for W. A single AWP set up for Trespa. And Trespa already knows he has to back away. An only chunk of damage done by the T side. For RMZ, he's taken so much damage early on. Has to actually back off from B. W, they've got the health advantage to work with now. And Serval looking to do what they can. They do have the man advantage. For Jeremy does fall. And if you are still watching us, thank you for staying with our coverage of the RDYUP GG League. Trespa will find Pandas, and again Serval somehow finding some frags. So Jolty, he'll get one back. And the Follies will find a great kill to take down Stebby. With Aslam can't do anything. It leaves Hajalti rotating from me a little bit too late. Might just hold on to the AWP. Remember, the economy not good for W. And if W don't get this next round, I feel like Serval should have got this response round and would be taking us to Nuke. Serval just going to be backing out. They know they've got mid, so they will back out towards there. And interestingly enough, Hajalti took 1 point of damage hiding from CT at the back of CT spawn. Serval then 3 rounds away from taking map 2, taking us to the deciding map. And yeah, W a bit of an ask to do anything at this stage. Chelsea might be aggressive and could find RMZ. Catch him off guard at this stage. Smoke could go down. RMZ finding a great kill. Pandas falls. And Serval again. They've got man advantage. W, they've got to hope the C code works out in their favour. And at this stage, not really going to be likely at this stage. Foily trying to get a second frag. He knows there's 2 on the A site, 1 fork, 1 Khan. Mifaslim won't take that much damage. That nade might clean him off. And somehow he's still alive. Still searching to keep W in this round. Oh, unlucky. Couldn't quite find RMZ. So we'll get the round or the bomb down. And they should have the round here. Unless Hajouti of the AWP can find any closing frags. Foily gets one. And might try and get this AWP taken away from W as well. Hajouti, he's got to run away as quick as he can. You can't catch him. He's the W man. All the way back at T-spawn now. Foily does spot him. And now Serval will be aware where this player is. And Hajouti, a big ass to hold on to this AWP. We'll get 1 kill. All players aggressing. And he will get a second as well. These players falling after time. Unfortunately, W can't keep the AWP. They've got money. But Serval are just 2 rounds away from taking us to map 3. You are watching the first semi-final of the RDYUP League. And it's going to be a load of mid control for W to try and work with. Serval did have no players intending to go mid. Will Post is just pre-firing and trying to do any damage possible. Still a 5-on-5 with a minute to play. And with Fastflim, he's going to get the early frag with 1 of the AWPs for the CT side. Just need that tight little angle to work with. Will Post might even still consider trying to get something towards B. Anything he does would just be a lurk. W not fully committing to the A side. Hajouti and Pandas, the 2 players on this push. And Hajouti taking a load of damage in the early stages. And Serval, they're 1 player less, but they've got themselves a B site. And it's a 5-on-4 retake for the CT side. Both sides a possibility to take the round. For Serval, they have to get a bomb down. And they have to try and build on it. And RMZ, he's desperate to find a kill at this stage. And Mufaslim will be allowed the quicker response kill in his favour. And looking to get another kill. We'll get Wally back as sight. Isn't quite going to land back as sight though. And Trespo will be allowed the response kill. W man advantage, a great flick in the CTs. They clean this up just nicely. They fire the kills. They bring it back. Not quite yet. Game over. But Serval, they've got so much money to work with. They won't be too disappointed. The W retake, so coordinated and really well done by them. What else then do W have in the bag in their side of the map? They have to get 2 rounds to tie up the scores. And Serval, I thought they had a chance that round. Just disappointed they couldn't quite hold on to the site as long as they wanted. Trespo will be boosted up. I'm expecting a boost from the opponents as well, but nothing will be fed to him just yet. There's going to be movement from Serval towards the A site, and that might just be the wrong call entirely. Still looking to commit players out onto the A site. W, they're starting to rotate over. And Stebby, he's looking to go massive here. Wilpos will be allowed 1 kill. And Stebby can't do anything either. Serval, despite looking shaky, do push out onto the site. A 3-on-3 for the W side. And W can't really afford to save this. Trespa making the hold even more stronger. It should be around for Serval, but W don't want this to be over yet. One player highway, the other towards car. Hijalsi and the Orpa looking to provide damage. Both players on site, and Frost had a great time to peek. He can't find partners, but Serval clean up. They're on match point, and we're looking ever so likely to go to Nuke, to go to our deciding map. It's not been the easiest of games for either team. For W, they might just be disappointed if they can't quite close out this game. They've got 3 rounds to take it to overtime. Once again, they are going to be trying to go for the all-peeking mid, and Trespa did spot the player, but couldn't quite respond, couldn't quite get a kill. Jelly's going to be aggressive with the P90, and that's a great opening kill for the Icelandic team. Serval trying to make some noise, trying to get something working onto the A site here. With Fastlum, he's aware of so much audio presence of Serval, and actually the timing's going to not favour him at all. One more player still inside for W. Stebby, though, only allowed 1 kill. But at least sets up W a 3-on-3 retake. And it's a tough ask for W to get anything. Foily will get 1 more kill. He's got 2. Looking for a 4K to close us out. Will possible get her out. Serval and the W side will be taking us to map number 3. 24 kills for Mephasalim. 32 to 18 for RMZ. And we're going to be heading on to Nuke for what will be a massive deciding fixture between the two sides. Do stick around. Do join us. We'll be going to see who's going to go to the final in 1 map time. Welcome, guys, to the final map, the deciding map in this semi-final game between Serval and W. It's been a close affair, a close set of games so far. And for W and Serval are just one map away from making it to the finals of the RDYUP League Amateur Season 3. I got that title completely wrong. Welcome to Nuke. Welcome to a map which I didn't expect to even reach the map pool. For this to even be the deciding map is amazing within itself. I found completing. Now just getting this all set up. I think we lost a player. Foiley's ended up on the wrong team. The Finnish player's on the Icelandic team. I don't think you want to do that. Welcome to everyone watching in the chat. Who do you guys think is going to win? Is it going to be Serval or is it going to be W? I think we've just got a little tech pauses to work out what's going on. We are just waiting just to even get the game started at this stage. Foley's on the wrong team. Well, this is interesting. Imagine playing for Serval and imagine having 5 of the opposing players on your team at this stage. Hold on, give me a minute.
Channel switched.
Is Kuzi here? I'm assuming not, because we've got a server issue. Right. Right, it might be sorted.
You got on Steam?
No.
Fucking decent there, Reese. Decent performance. EF was just fucking absolutely. Your EF didn't move CT side. And surely
It
that's
went
the side
to-
they run at you. Like, is that not when you flash them?
No, I was focused on killing.
Ah, okay.
Boy,
yeah.
I'll tell you no, I had 100.
Channel switched.
Well, that's not going to be any use at all. Just got a tech issue. Trying to work out where our server admin is. I think he's joining now. Come on, Kuzi. Apologies for the issues. We'll just get these tech issues fixed. Do give us a couple minutes, and we'll be back shortly. Welcome back, guys. Apologies for the tech issue. We are live and underway in this fixture. It is W against Serval in the deciding map of the RDYUP League semi-finals. First semi-final is going to be Serval, the Finnish team starting T side. W on the CT side are going to be under pressure early on. Frosted getting the early kills, but Jeremy falls. And still Serval trying to do damage, trying to get another kill in their favour. But for now, they'll be able to push quite comfortably into Squeaky. It's Pandas here, looking to do damage, He will. 2 kills, 2 great headshots, and that's a brilliant reaction from the Icelandic player. And looking for a third here. It's going to be Stebby finding one back for the CT side after Foyley got one. But heading on to the B site, it's going to be a 2-on-2. Hachauti can't quite hit or fire any bullets. And Foyley yet to even get the bomb down. Serval, they're pushing and they're being careful because W players are close by, and actually Serval clocked onto the fact it might be the A site that's completely clear, and they're right. Bomb will go down on the A site. A 2-on-2 retake and a really complex round coming to the conclusion that W have to retake the A site. Bomb onto the other side of the containers from Hajauti's position. Hajauti already taking a load of damage, but neither W players finding the kills. It is Serval who clean up on low HP. Oh, what are we complaining about now, boys? I hope everything's all good in chat. If you are watching on twitch.tv, thank you for joining us and hope you're enjoying the live coverage of the game. This will, of course, determine who will be playing the winners of Galactics against 2 pitchers. That match kicking off tomorrow, starting 7 o'clock GMT, 8 o'clock European time. And I'll have to quickly check the vetoes again, just make sure both sides lost their opponent's map picks. I'm pretty sure they did. Either way, the pause will come to an end, and Serval will force out after winning that opening round. 2 SMGs at least available to them, and expecting a couple more buyouts coming from the T side. For W, their only investment in this round is 3 nades and 1 flash. CT side are going to be looking to push towards outside. And for now, there are a couple of players towards outside. RMZ's going to be naded apart. Stubby with the eventual kill in the end, but on top, Trespa, he'll be gifted a kill in himself, and Foyley, he'll get another kill just down on the ground. And Trespa is still just watching outside and allowed to find Hajauti from his angle. Get a great kill from it. But Mephasalim is still outside and still not expecting this player close by on Trespa. Trespa, he's trying to do damage, and Trespa is going to win that battle. Stubby is alone. Just closing the vents. Staying hidden. Smart idea, but for W, there should be another round set and done in their opponent's favour. It doesn't even look as if any of the players are going to expect the play from this position. Oh, there! Real possible find him. Just spamming away. Will catch Stubby off guard. And that's 2 to the good for the side of Serval. So then Serval with 2 AKs in this round, but W, I'd still favour them in terms of their buyout. They've got 3 M4s, a FAMAS and a Scout. And for W, the outside control, not really an issue now with Mephasalim. He's trying to do damage. Him and Stebby finding the early frags, and Stebby got himself a second. Jeremy will keep watching outside, but there isn't going to be anything from outside. RMZ, he'll fall, leaving it to Will Pass, and came close to getting the second on Mephasalim, but it wasn't to be. W, they get their first round, and they'll also hold on to 2 AKs going into the 4th round. And for Serval, they can still get a good buyout. The fact that they treated the last round as a bonus round means they've still got money to play with. But is it a little bit risky? Maybe not. Stebby going for the Molotov early on, and It's not quite outside control, which Serval are working with, but it's certainly a default. I think that's 3 players inside. 2 outside. Really trying to do damage, and Pajelmi's position is openly aware to them. Pajelmi now just trying to re-peek that player towards outside. RMZ is for now backing away. So we're then going to be working themselves out into the site here. And Pandas, he knows he's got a back away. He's been spotted. And under Heaven, Hajauti praying. He finds a kill through the smoke, actually. A great kill in his favour. And now that applies a little bit less pressure onto W, onto the B site, sorry. That nade just not working out. And Serval all falling apart at this stage. Real Boss can't do anything against Hajauti. That's a second kill for him, and an AK in his hands as well. And towards outside, RMZ as well. Needs to come support his teammates however he can, but he won't be allowed to find anything. W, they clean up. They get around, and they hold on to 3 AKs going into this next round. Pajelmi, he'll potentially get a drop from his teammates. Pajelmi then will get the first AWP out in this fixture. So I've got a lot of Glocks to work with. And it's going to be Serval just for now working towards vending. Panda's at least aware of these players. And for Serval for now, they can't do a lot. There was a player playing aggressive up towards the A site, Stebby, who has for now fallen away, but Standards, him and Hajauti have got to do some work here, and Hajauti will get 1 kill, 2 kills from his angle. Will possible trade out, and that allows Serval access to heaven and hell if they choose to. Just going to play it safe. Pajelmi, he's alive here. He's got the AWP close by him. Looking to get a second frag, but potentially not going to be possible here. We'll get a second. Mufassalim from behind will take down Trespa. Just like that. Get themselves back into the lead. So Serval this round will still get a semi-decent buyout, which includes a SG in the Foley's hands. Again, some outside control, which is what our MZ was after. But he can't quite do anything with it. Mufassalim is going to fall. That was some frosted on top. Just pre-firing, trying to time it right. Isn't going to get anything or land anything in his favour. Stubby for now aware of this squeaky presence from Serval. And Serval do just need to be a little bit careful so if they do choose to work towards the A side. Stubby, great kill. He'll find one, and Pajelmi from outside to take down RMZ. There's still Stubby in the angle, and this SMG is trying to do work. Also, the SG from behind is trying to do what they can. And actually, Stubby's got a good position. Stubby might have made a little too much noise. Foley is aware of his angle. Foley just keeping watch of things, but the main attention has to go towards Hell yet again. Hajauti again, feeling the pressure. And Serval, they like this presence towards this ramp area, but it doesn't really work out in their favour. Will Posse's got the bomb, and he's got to find himself a 4K to close out the round. For now, here's the footsteps of 2 aggressing W players. Pre-fire's perfect for Hajauti. And he's got himself another kill, and W close out another round. They've now got the AKs in the AWP. They've now got a round lead in favour of W. Welcome, Skuloff. Skulufi. I can't tell if the FI is part is like short for Finland in your name or just part of your name. Welcome. There's going to be some outside control which Serval will try and work with. Mephasalam, he's spraying them down. 2 kills there with the M4 in his hand. And still outside. Still looking to do damage. But Jeremy just falling back after being flashed. This is a slow little bit of moment for this Eco in T side. And Wilpos, he is looking to do some damage, looking to find a kill. The AWP is still outside, and Pajelmi, he's got a large little angle to try and cover and hold him. And there we are. There's a love we wanted for Serval. They finally took it to the third map after struggling on that opening game. And Mirage and Pajelmi can't quite hit the shot. Can't quite find anyone just yet. 50 seconds for Serval to get a bomb plant. On an eco, Arms Ed was close by, but there was a trade there. Sufficient trade against the low HP of Mephasalam from behind. We'll also get another kill. And on top, Stebby will trade. Stebby ended up getting both of those kills in the end. As W reach a 5-2 lead. Two AWPs out for the CT side. For the T side, they'll also get at least one AWP out in the play. Feels, have you been watching the whole time? Because I've seen your name up and down this chat, so welcome. Hope you're enjoying the stream. And there's Tresper peeking outside of the AWP for Serval, and a great peek, a great easy kill. And that's Serval finally with the man advantage to work with. Agility, he this time is closer to ramp, and he spotted one player cross. And that nade isn't going to be that effective. But Agility now going to be feeling the pressure. Going to have to do so much work here. There are loads of Serval players in this part of the map. And Wilpos will get a nice kill going back in his favour. Stubby though trying to make little noise as possible. Is Foyley the other side of the hut position? And for now, Foyley, he just seems to be lurking. Frosted, great kill. Pandas will fall. And now Serval, they cleaned this up. They're getting it back in their favour. And suddenly you might think the Serval have got a bit of a chance here. Bomb will go down on the B site. It's the site. Remove Fasalim and Stebby have got to do damage. And there's one kill for the CT side. And 2 players alone. With Fasalim a chance to at least do damage here. And the one planted open will make his life even trickier. Great pre-fire. We'll find Wilpos. One more player is low. And the smoke will go down. And the smoke doesn't even land. Where does that smoke go? Either way, Mufaslam will get another kill and just trying to stick it. Pre-fire from Foyley was going to be enough. It's going to be 5-3. Serval finally get that response round they needed. (16-7) on Mirage. On Cash. 16-13. Oh, sorry, 16-12. Might have been 16-13, I forgot. Either way, Serval, again, going to be making plans to try and get themselves another round. W still have this lead, and W still have the outside control of the open Pajelmi. He is alone, and he will find a Foley. Finally, W have that opening kill. Mephasalam will get one back, and it feels whoever gets the opening kill in rounds, they end up going on to win it. Frosted so low on HP at this stage. And it is safer for him to fall back. And if he said that, he'd have died to that nade. Most likely. Pre-fire of shots will alert Stebby, but won't allow Stebby to do anything. Trespa's got a good angle here. As well, outside. And Trespa just doing some work. Has on the great angle here and could catch Pajelmi off guard. He's aware of one player, and this is great intel he can pass on to his team. And he even spots his player close by and might go for the knife kill. Is he going to do it? This is amazing what he's doing, and this is just information he can pass on to his team. Still watching the AWP, and this is brilliant. He's even going to go up in heaven. This play is actually amazing, and he even spots a player on top. We'll find one, opting to find the AWP, and we'll get the AWP as well. That's brilliant. A great play by Tresba, and now Pandas is all alone, and Serval, they're wondering how that round all fell apart. Pandas just currently in hell. He's now stuck alone. We'll go for a pre-fire, but isn't anyone up there? Serval. They've got around a brilliant response round. That wasn't even 100 IQ. That was 2 million IQ. 2,000 IQ. That was brilliant. And what a way to get yourself back in the game. Serval, they've got the money to work with. W down to an eco. This is Serval's chance to respond. Serval have the economy. They've got the weaponry. And they've got a full bar to work with. And this is brilliant. And W round, which all fell apart because I don't want to blame Pajomi, but it was really his hold that cost them the round. Frosted. We'll get a little pre-final. Be aware of the player above him. That is one of the USP players in Mephasalam. Mephasalam and Pandas just close by a little play. They can't do anything. It's one kill only to Frosted. And somehow the CTs are able to find the kills, able to find the frags. A 2-on-2. And Serval now acquired a squeaky control. And are going to try and work themselves towards B, where, for now, neither W player stands. Agility will just fire in. Will fall to RMZ, actually. Serval, they're trying to make sure they win the round and keep it in their favour. There's a minute for them to plant the bomb. More than enough time. Mephasalam. He's going to find himself 2 kills here. I'm actually just going to play safer. Just go for the AWP save. And this would be brilliant. Serval then, they're going to tie things up. Mephasalam and the CT side, they've done sufficient damage for an ecom. I'm pretty sure the stream isn't black screen to me. Nice try, though. Serval, they'll tie up the series. They'll go 5-5. And the audio is lagging out, which is pretty amazing. If the stream is black screen, then refresh it, try again later. Oh yeah, open it and pop up. I'm going to stop eating biscuits and focus on the game then. 5-5. Stebby and Pasu, 11 kills each with Will Pos. For the Serval side, currently top. And Tresba and Serval, they'll get the opening frag. That's a great kill of the AWP for Tresba. But still, they'll be aware of one more player potentially outside. Pajomi, who has been outside before, is playing in lobby and will get himself 1 kill from the angle. Serval, a 2-man advantage. And you'd think that Serval should have this in the bag at this stage. Agility on top will get himself 1 kill, but Bomb's still not spotted. They've surely spotted it out now. Pandas are left against a couple of players. So for Serval then, they recover. They take us to a 6th round. Looking so good so far. And I'm sorry to our Finnish viewers, I don't know any Finnish. I'm going to try and say hello in Finnish. Terve. Or moi. Or hey. That's the closest you'll ever hear me speak Finnish. I don't know Finnish. Nice language, Hi. Oh, I got a high vac. Hey. Somebody understood me. Who'd have thought this? I'd be learning and speaking Finnish live on the Ready Up Amateur League stream. Serval 6-5 up against the Icelandic team here on the deciding map. And it's going to be an eco round yet again for the W team, despite having this M4. They're going to be aggressive, and the aggression working out brilliantly. Serval, meanwhile, they're outside. They've gone through to Squeaky. They've got the bomb to work with. And still towards the back of spawn is RMZ. 1 kill. Back in his Velvet. Wilpos. He's found Stebby as well. Mephasalim, he's on site here, and Tresper actually kills the teammate, and that's another kill for Mephasalim. Somehow an eco round is going back in the favour of W. 3-on-1 for RMZ to work with. Making too much noise now. His position completely known. RMZ down to a miracle to try and clutch this. We'll get one. There was one more player at least above him. And Hajalta and Pandas, they will save the round for W. They'll take it to 6-6. W then, they'll get a double set of orbs. W get double orbs. And I don't want to know what's going on in my house. People are arguing. 2 orbs for W. Yeah, I've already established that. Of course I am. Thank you for being proud of me. Be proud of Tresper as well. He's got himself 1 kill and could get a second here. Tresper for now will just avoid Mephasalim. Mephasalim. We'll pause. We'll get 1. So we're all starting to find the kills in. RMZ. He'll get traded up by Pandas. Frosted trying to find a player close by and won't be allowed to find Stebby. In the end, though, Tresper will get another kill. And now Pandas with the AWP. With one of the 2 AWPs which W started the round with. And this should just be another round for Serval. W this time can't quite respond. And Pandas going to try his best to hold on to this because the economy for W just not that great for the moment. As we're all here, the AWP and the movement towards the ramp. Pop halls will be brought in. And after the bomb goes off on A, we'll see Serval with another round in their favour. They're going to go 7-6 up. Frosted will also dispatch of the AWP. So W won't have any weapons to work with. Pandas has a lot of money, and so does Hajalta. But it won't quite be enough to get the W side a good buyout. Of course, W go into this after beating Exile 2-0 Serval. They beat Wanted Academy 2-0 in their game. And I was just going to quickly check the vetoes, make sure both sides won their opponent's map pick. I knew there was something I was going to do on my phone. Where was it? Yeah, so Serval picked Mirage, W picked Cash, so both sides won their opponent's map pick, which is quite interesting, actually. Really interesting, and I want to know how Serval reacted after winning that first game. Or sorry, W won that first game 16-7 because they were so dominant in the first game. Serval, they got the response they needed and they had to get that game on Cash to recover some pride. How's everyone in chat doing today? Mitakilu? I'm not even going to try and speak Finnish again. If there's anyone here from Iceland, then hello. That's good that you're just chilling. We're all just chilling here, and you're all welcome to chill and enjoy the live stream. So, many consider this a CD-sided map, and for not wanted, for W. It's not quite working out in their favour. They are down to a semi-econ. Feels like all the players have pretty much just forced out whatever they can. Pajalmi looking to do damage. Real Post just saving himself the courage and just making sure he survives. Will get himself a second as well and wanted a third, but that's how Jalty who got himself two. Stewie, as quick as that. Left against 3 more players. And this should be an 8th round. Serval definitely on top in this first half. And this will be so good if Serval can get 9 rounds. Nice shot, actually. Stewie, as soon as he got that deagle animation, he thought, you know what, I'm going to win this. He's got an AK and he's actually going to go for this. Or at least he considered going for it. I think the noise of the AWP might have just scared him away. Hello? Was my mic muted? Wait, I don't know. Watching old teammates, so proud of them. So I assume you're going to be proud of Serval when... That is a nice team logo. I didn't realise this, but Serval is actually a type of wildcat. It's a type of wildcat from Africa. Which I didn't really know that much about. Either way, Liberty Utility being used early on, and despite this slow start for W side, they've still got a good bit of map control outside. That nade, not going to be that damaging. Pandas' Molotov isn't going to do any damage either. Panas, he will just fall away, and he knows he's got the outside control in his favour. Meanwhile, Brajelmi gets the opening kill. Tresper falling. Fast Lim is going to be found out by Frosty, actually. A great kill there for Serval. And this full gun run from both sides. So far, even Stevens. There's Brajelmi holding for the AWP, and he knows there's a player close by, and he's desperate to find a kill, and he can't quite hit it. Wilpos, he can recover. He can get the kill. And Serval, they're making strides to work out onto the B side here. Pandas is outside, and all the W players for now are on the A side. Jalty, he'll hear the noise and shouldn't have really pushed that smoke at all. So I've got the side foilie. He'll get a great kill as Stebby falls. And Pandas, he's left. And for the last round, he has to go for it. Frosty just watching from behind. An easy enough cleanup. And at the halftime stage in this fixture, it is Serval on top. In the deciding map on the nuke, they lead 9-6. Good half, good half. Serval, they made a good recovery. We saw them in that first game. They didn't look up to scratch. Only 2 rounds in that first half on Mirage. They needed something to recover, and they recovered really well on Cash, taking the win. Winning 16-12 on their opponent's map pick. Now on Nuke, they started T-side after losing the knife round, and well, Serval, they're making strides. They're getting there. W, you've got to give it to them. They've made some good plays themselves. Brajelmi, who we've seen on top, and Pandas as well on top in some of the other games, they've not quite turned up in this map. Now they need a recovery. They've got to make sure they don't lose this pistol round. I feel like Serval, the finished team, the more likely team to go through to final in this game. We are going to start off, of course, with the knife round, offside a pistol round of the second half. And Serval, maybe, just treating that first game as warm-up. There's W now on the aggressive side. Going to be aggressive, going to be quick towards the A site, and they have to be careful early on. Frosted gets 2 great kills. He upgraded to the 5-7, and a great upgrade with it as well. 5-7 recovered by W. And despite having the sight, W don't quite have the bomb to work with. Stebby, he'll find Wilpos. It's a 3-on-3, and Tresper still alive from up, and actually W haven't even committed the bomb plant yet. It's really interesting. As Serval, they're allowed to capitalize. They're still able to do damage. Stebby, he can get 1 headshot back, and still looking to find another kill with help from Mufasilim. Foily, he's low. He's coming from the mini area. Tresper also watching on top, and he'll fall, luckily enough, not taking that much damage. Stebby, though, he has to fall away. He's got to race this to win it for W. Serval, They've got a defuse kit to work with, and a great kill as Tresper. He falls. Now Foily, 5 HP. Only needs 1 bullet to hit this, and Foily isn't quite going to stick here. Looking for the kill. Has to get this kill, but Stebby needed to land only 1 shot. Pistol round there lands in favour of W, and it's the start they need to get themselves to 7th round. Serval will be a bunch of sad servals after that round. And RMZ, I don't know if he meant to invest. Might have been an accidental purchase. For Jeremy though, will find himself 2 kills. After Mac 10 being aggressive outside Mufasa. Will find Foily. Frosted will get himself another, but Jeremy won't allow RMZ to escape whatsoever. An easy clean up. And now Serval should be able to respond here. I know one of the players did force out, but RMZ, that just means he has to go down to an SMG buy. An AK is out for W, and this AK will be looking to do damage. Serval, they've got the stronger buy. They've got 2 on the A side. Wilposs towards Rab, and Tresper all finding the kills. He's got 3. And Wilposs responding to get himself another as well. And Wilposs, he just wanted that AK. With Faslim again outside, will be caught off by Foily. Serval, they do recover. They get around. They reach 10 rounds. And it doesn't quite kill off the economy for W, who will get an AWP out instantly as quick as that. Serval don't have the AWP to work with. And Serval should be happy. They should be happy, sorry. They won that round. And now Serval needs 6 rounds to reach the final W. They need 8. Early Molotov allows Panda and Stebby to get the early kills to W. They're responding how they should, and they've got the kills. The Sorp is still alive. And RMZ has to be aware of the squeaky angle. All the players going to be in squeaky that he has to be aware of. Jeremy, a great little peek, a great push out. But we allowed to find Tresper. Somehow gets RMZ as well. I didn't think he got the kill, but he did. A great kill with it. Little post locking from behind. Can't even find Stebby. W, they respond with the stronger buyout. And now that cuts off the economy for Serval. And do we have anyone here supporting W or Serval? Get your teams in chat. Who do you guys think will win this? Who do you guys want to win this? Get your love for your team. Now they need it. And for Serval, actually making the investment to go with the Nova. Tresper will get the early kill over the nades from outside. The aggression is brilliant. With Faslim, he'll get 2 back straight away. But I just want to focus on Wilposs with this Nova here. And he's trying to get the kill, but can't do anything against Pandas. W, they've got the A site. Serval can't do any damage, really. Oh no, that timing was insane. Unlucky by Frosty. Still, Frosty allowed to kill. And we have one more player close by. Can't do anything against Hajawati. Pandas. He's just sprayed that wall. He knew Tresper was up. We're going to tie things up to 10 to 10. Lots of fans for Serval, but we still got some fans for W. Welcome Eli CS. Representing the Icelandic force. And I wonder if W win this, if they'll start doing the Icelandic clap. You know, that one where it just kind of starts off slow and then speeds up. The one they did that one time when they beat England in the Euros. W have at least got some outside control to build upon here. Serval, they've got an AWP outside just to keep watch of this. Foley is watching. Tresper to support his teammate with the M4. Jeremy, goodbye. He's going to be shot and ripped apart by Wilpos. Just holding a close angle. And Wilpos might even want a second kill here. He sees the player just crossing past. But for now, won't be allowed to find the kill. Still, he wants this kill. He wants to find the AWPer. For now, can't get the AWPer. He has got a crossfire in place with RMZ. And Frosted has on a great little angle here. But it's going to be some lobby control. Here for W. Trying to work themselves out. Frosted still with the upper angle. And Frosted, you know he wants to do damage. He'll find Hajouti. And still on top. Still could be allowed to do further damage here. And he will. He'll find Stevie as well. Mufasa will get one back. And trying to get the second, which he'll get. But he wasn't expecting Foley that quickly outside. Serval, they're back in this. They've got an 11th round. It's a battle between two North European teams. And W, they've recovered well on this at the start of the second half. But Serval, they've regained the lead. And they'll get the double warp set up out. They don't have a great buy. They will all get weapons between them. Hanaz, opening kill for W. He's got the AWP and he was being aggressive towards ramp and for RMZ. That means he's got to do a lot of damage now. Expecting the players to have crossed and they've not actually crossed yet. They're still smoked off in ramp. RMZ, he hears this. And just needs to be careful, but a great angle he's got here. And we'll get a second as well from that angle. That's great. Can't get the third, however. Hajouti will take the crown to get the next kill. W, they've got the man advantage yet again. And Serval, they've got to try and miss one with an AWP and a FAMAS. Both really watching towards the B side. That's unlucky. Foyley can't do anything. And Frosted, does he go for this? Or does he save? This towards the B site. The site where W are at least working and trying to get an entry towards. And Frosted, he's got a bit of a gift. He's got a chance to do some damage. One will go down quite openly, and he wanted to deny the plant, but he can't quite deny it. There we are. (20-13) for Will Post at the top of the Serval scoreboard. Everyone's favourite, Tresba, 15-15. He's at least not going negative. And for Serval, they're just going to be down to pistols yet again. And won't be any outside control in their favour. Only one player watching outside. Frosted, he'll get the opening frag of the Deagle. And Serval, they might consider just being aggressive. Foley, he needed that kill, but couldn't quite take down with Fasalim. Being aggressive. Frosted, he'll get a second. He's got an AK for the works he's done here. Great set of frags for him. Just when you think Serval will have the man advantage, Stebby gets a kill back in with Fasalim. He's low on HP, but as is Frosted. Frosted will fall. But will be caught out. His killer will be found by RMZ. It makes it a 2-on-2. Only pistols left for Serval, but Jouti's got that AK, as does RMZ. All four players now working themselves towards the B site. It felt like W had given up too much noise. Stebby can find Tresba. And the AK is left, but RMZ, he's got to get a clutch and a half to really save the round and keep some economy back to Serval. Just pre-fired really by Stebby. And it is Stebby with a 3k in that round. And it is W who are now back in the lead. And now Serval, with a broken economy, won't want to lose the next couple of rounds. They'll have to eco this if they want their economy back in shape. And that could at least give W a 13th round, and Serval, they've got to keep this purchase minimal. So it's going to be an outside push from the Serval team. Going to be aggressive, and Jeremy looking to do damage, but can't find anything. Tresba, he survives on 11 HP, and for Jeremy, still going to be allowed to do damage. Can get one kill. Foley from below will get one back. Tresba, he's going to fall. as will Foley from outside. Armzeb's alive on the A side. On top of Hut. W are committing to the A site, and that's allowed Stebby to fall. RMZ's got the AWP. What is this? That's two great kills. Hajauta, though, he's behind him. And they're slowly closing down the player. Unlucky from RMZ. But Serval, they did good damage for the eco. It's going to force a couple of W players to reinvest in everything. Panas, he'll get the AWP. And Stebby and Hajauta, they've got money to invest around them. Serval, they don't have a lot of utility, sorry. And Serval, surely they've got something to get this round back in their favour and to bring it even closer. There's going to be two players going outside for W. One on the boost. Your boost up. Won't be able to find anything. Normal Hajauti. There's again a crossfire from Serval towards the ramp angle. One player has been boosted up at least. Panas are taking an early chunk of damage away from outside. And it is outside control, which W have got, and it's definitely in their favour. Foley, he will get the first kill. Serval, they've got something back in this game, and it might not be game over yet. Vasu is out there, and he's going to be found out by RMZ. Serval, a two-player advantage now. Foley, sorry, he'll get another frag, and W, they've just all fallen apart. Two AKs are left, two AKs wanting to do damage. Wilpos has a chance to find a kill here close by. Stebby, though, he's going to get one back for the W team. 4-1-2. W now going to try and work together to try and get something, but Wilpos on top eventually can save himself to get Hajal team. It leaves Stebby left against 4 and 20 seconds on the clock. This should be a round over, and somehow Serval will recover. Nice shot! Oh, he's going to find Frosted. And if W can get a bomb down here, that would be something. Just didn't expect Tresper from behind. It's a 12th round for Serval. And W, they're 13-12 up here. And their economy might allow them for one more buy. Two players low for Jelmy and Panas, who have been two key players in this series. They'll have to drop down and avoid the AKs. Again, some outside presence is wanted from the CT side, who are being aggressive, but it's the ramp area which W are going to be trying to work towards. Wilpos 1 kill, but the T's, they get the kills quite convincingly, and now they've got themselves a B site in their favour and in their contention. Frosted, he's the closest player to really denying this plant, and the bomb won't be denied. Frosted didn't get flashed, but still is going to fall to Stebby. A little bit unlucky here. W, they might just have found their way back into this game, and Foyley and Tresper, they've got to save, they've got to back away. They know their economy's that good, and this could be disappointing if they can't get this. W, they're on to 14 rounds. And Serval, they've got to pray that they can do damage at the end of the round here, and I don't even think they'll be allowed to do any. So unlucky from Serval. There's one player gone for W. It does alert W that Serval have got an AWP to keep. And Vaseline won't be allowed to find anyone. So unlucky. Serval, they're going to have to buy out what they can, and their buy isn't looking that promising. 14-12, and now W, they're going to try and break the Serval economy. They're going to try and break their opponents and take themselves to the final. There's going to be a quick play towards the A side. Tresper, opening kill for the CT side, and Serval, they had the man advantage last time, but it just didn't quite cut out and work out in their favour. They have to make this man advantage work out, and Pandas is low on health as well from inside the A site. Vasslim is going to pre-fire. It's not going to land any bullets in anyone's direction. And as keeping watch the lobby. And well, this is lobby candy control, which the T's have got, but they're now the team with the man less to work with here in the first semi-final. The winners of this will go on and play either two pitchers or Galactics in the final to be held later this month. Will Posse, he's got another kill, and Serval, you think they might have a shot back in this round. RMZ, he committed, he tried to go for the kill, but he knows where the bomb is now. W, they've got one shot to get the bomb down, and they're going to hit towards the B site with 25 seconds on the clock. Frosted will be smoked off and actually opting to push it and really didn't have to push it. So unlucky. Hajouti allowed that kill. Hajouti. And 10 seconds. And W, they've now got to get the bomb down. And somehow W, yet again, they're making this work out. They're finding the frags. Trespa will deny the bomb. And I think Serval have just about done enough. Serval win it. And Trespa, a massive kill to keep Serval in it. He denied the bomb plant. And because of how late W pushed, they couldn't get the bomb down for a second time. It's a 13th round. And the economy now broken for the W side. Serval, this is their chance to recover. They don't have a great buyout, but their buyout probably going to be better than Panda's and W's side at this point. They've got the AWP. They've got the two rifles. W have two AKs between them. And W now going to be not playing it as quick as they've done before, but again going to be approaching it with another slow round. LMZ, just has to fall away. Can't do any damage, but Wilpots will find the first kill and can't get the second. RMZ will trade out, and Serval again have a man advantage. The SMG paying off for RMZ. And Trespa trying to get himself another kill, and did spot a player close by and move Fastalim. Serval might not be done in this game yet, and W again going to be hitting towards the B site. They've played it a bit quicker this time. And they will get the bomb down. And now Serval, this has to be a successful retake. Two rifles in their hands, including an AWP. And Serval going to be quickly rotating. Bomb goes down. And now this has to be perfect from Serval if they want to make it 14-14. Trying to do damage. Debbie. Here's around Trespa's position. And Trespa having to do whatever he can. With Fastalim and W, they're finding the kills. Trespa, he's got one back, and now it's a 2-on-1 for Mass Fastalim. And he can't do anything. Serval, they get the retake, they get the round, and we're going all the way to 29, 30 rounds potentially. Serval, 2 rounds, which you thought they'd have lost. They somehow recover, and they do get it. W now have got no money, and Serval a chance to go on to match point. 2 big rounds have come out from Serval in the past few here in the semi-finals of the RDYUP Amateur League. And we could be going to overtime at this stage. If not, Serval might be winning this at the most shocking and most amazing of circumstances. W, they're going to be playing it quick, and W need to try and get something here. Frosted will get 1, and he's got 2. Serval, they've got the kills. They might have just got the round. Mufasilim, he's got an AK, and Pajomi, he's slowly burning away with the Molotov. RMZ will kill him off. And as quick as that, the bomb is lost. Mufasilim has to try and recover the bomb, and I don't even know if it will be possible for him to get this. RMZ trying to find the T plan. This timing's insane. Mufasilim will get 1 and a second. Now it's Wilpos with an AWP, and has to find Mufasilim close, and a missed shot. Oh no, this could all fall apart for Serval. Mufasilim somehow wins it, and W, they've got the match and series point in their favour. Oh no, Serval, it's going to be a pistol, and it's first of all going to be a pause. This is shocking, and W, I don't know how they won that. This is horrible, and Wilpos, just unable to do anything. So unlucky. And now Serval have got no money. W, they've got the AWP and the rifles. Serval. I'm making so many mistakes. I'm getting confused. This would be horrible. It's been a really close side to side, back and forth encounter. And even at this stage, I could still see Serval somehow trying to put off a recovery in Serval. They've got to invest whatever they can. It's not going to be a great buyout. Whatever they do get out, it's going to have to be the last buyout of at least regulation time. It is W, the Icelandic team, not on map point, but on series point, and a chance to go through to the finals. They're just one round away from going to the finals. And for Finland, for Serval, the whole of Finland are behind you here. They want this to go to overtime. W might not even give them that chance. Threesome has been cancelled. The buyout for Serval isn't going to be that great. They're already down to pistols, and already you're thinking W have got this final spot. Serval, they'll get 2 SMGs out. They'll try and do what they can. I think so many people are behind Serval at this point. Loads of people also supporting W. But from what I've seen, lots of people want Serval to try and recover here. The AWP is aware of one player close by. 40 is close outside. And Pandas and W for now have to back away from outside. Stubby meanwhile was inside, and W now have to make one perfect call. Stubby's going to pre-fire. It's not going to be that damaging. Frosted took a chunk of damage, but nothing major. $115. And for W, they're going to have to try and work out how to approach this round, and they're looking to go forward with some outside control. Tresper, he's holding such a long-range angle with the pistol. Stevie and W, though, they are going to try and push forward here. There are no more players close for the CT side. They've now given up angles, and Foyley either has to get a kill or just fall back and play for the intel. For Jomi, he'll be allowed to progress and work towards the squeaky area. And this timing is just unlucky from Foyley. He won't be aware of this. And he might have just lost his team some crucial information. W, they've got a good bit of map control. Mifaslim, he's taking some damage towards the A site. 20 seconds towards the B. Wilpos, he's there. He's got the first frag, and he's got a Galil for his efforts as well. Tresper, he's so low on HP, and W have to now try and commit somewhere. Stebby will respond. Frosted will get one back, but W, they've got the site in their favour, and they've not quite. Hajouti trying to deny the bomb plant. They can't deny it. IMZ, he was trying to stick it, but couldn't do anything. Serval and Man advantage. Stebby has to clutch this. He's got 2 already. He just has to find Frosted, and Frosted somehow wins it. We're going to overtime. This has been the closest game on Nuke I've ever seen. What a clutch. What a save. And just like that, we're going to overtime. Serval and W, they've come so close, and I don't know how we've got this far. That's amazing. The play has just been amazing from both sides, and I'm losing my voice. $15-15, and what a game this is turning out to be in the semi-finals, the deciding game of the first RDYUP League semi-final game. Serval and W, they've won on each other's map picks, and now we're moving on to overtime. Both sides winning 9 rounds on their first, on their CT and T sides. 32-20 for Stebby. 26 and 25 kills at the top of the Serval squad. And this is amazing. Now your support is needed more than ever for these 2 teams, chat. Get behind them. Who do you think is going to win? It's going to be Serval starting CT. W, the Icelandic team, starting on the T side. And this now has to be perfect. This is the best time. This is now where you get behind the team. An instant pause being brought in. But already we see signs of both sides bringing out one AWP between them. No AWPs dropped on the CT side, but they could still invest in one. Now, who's going to win, guys? I didn't think it would get this far, and this is amazing. And have a close encounter, and this is what we like to see. This is what we want. Serval sticking with the one AWP. And now economy isn't necessarily of the factor. Now it comes down to perfecting the plays, making sure everything goes right. There's going to be Serval with one player outside, one player mini, two towards ramp. And RMZ is just watching heaven. 3 players watching this A site. For now for Serval. And for W, a search to get intel, a search to get information. An early nade. Early expectant of aggression by W. Serval not responding just yet. They are going to be working. Or Serval, I'm going to have to be aware of this A site. It's going to be a push, and Tresper, a great angle to get one kill. Frosted is close, and Tresper could have cleaned that up himself. He's got a second, but sorry, that was Mufasa who got 2 kills himself now. Looking for the ace, and there's a third for him. This is entirely possible for the W player. He's going to find RMZ and Wilpos both behind, hiding in lobby. RMZ will save it. They had the bomb, and Serval, they'll get the advantage early on. This is looking all good. This is brilliant so far from Serval. They'll get it in their favour. And that's just being aggressive. And oh, he got the kill, but Frosted was able to trade out with the Molotov, burning his opponent alive. Forley just has to loosen up a bit from outside. We use some nades, some utility. Isn't going to affect anyone. That's because W are inside the nuke building. Looking ever so likely to be a hit towards the A site at this point for Jelmy. He's got the AWP and a good angle to work with here. And actually Serval are just backing away from this outside control. They need to be aware of Jelmy realistically. Wilpos has to be careful and just spot 2 W players aggressing towards him. And what a Molotov will go down, but still W are aggressing and they're finding the kills. One more player close by. And Serval. Now down to 2 players. RMZ, he needs a kill and he will just about get it, but a chunk of damage lost by him. And the AWP is here. And Wilpos is actually going to find him. A 2-on-2 becomes a 2-on-1. It's going to be a clutch for RMZ if he wants this, but Stebby's going to get 2 likewise. Serval now going to be rotating up to the double AWP setup. There's going to be Tresper and Foley utilising the AWPs for Jelmy. Still using the AWP for W, and Tresper early on is aware of this movement and noise by W. It's going to be Foley finding the opening frag from outside, and that's the AWP now lost by W. W making a lot of noise from inside the building. Stebby's pre-fire is just going to alert Serval of a player towards this area. And Frosted has to be careful of this smoke because they could just push out from any of the directions. Luckily for him, no one will push. Still, Serval have the man advantage. And there's one player outside here for the W squad with Faslin. A great little angle for him to work with. But now Serval having to be aware of this B site. It's going to be a hit towards the B site for the W team with Faslin. From outside, Frosted will trade out. And now 4 players, the man advantage for Serval, but they're at a health disadvantage. Real pause. Spraying, and they will deny the bomb plant, I think. It's going to be a little bit difficult. W, they recover the bomb. Stebby will get it down this time. Just about 3 players alive for Serval. All 3 players low. Fajality will get 1. And W have to get 2 more here to get a winning start to the overtime. And Hajalti taking some damage. And Stebby, that's an easy kill for him. Foley has the AWP. And peeking from behind. Wants to kill one player the other side of the nuke. The other player coming from above him pretty much. And Stebby doesn't have to peek this, nor does Hajalti. They've got the round here. And Foley just wanting to stick it, but can't do anything about it. W, they end up on top in the first half of overtime. 17-16. And now W just 2 rounds away from reaching the final. Serval, they've recovered once. Can they somehow recover again? What a game of Counter-Strike this has been here in the RDYUP Amateur League. If you are interested in getting involved in the future seasons, do visit our Discord and social medias. All the links are down below the live stream. Now for W, they've got the lead advantage. They've got them to get themselves 2 more rounds. For Serval, they've got to try and get a recovery in their favour. Again, with the overtime, the economy has been reset. And actually, Pandas, it's a really risky idea going to use the auto sniper, watching the ramp, and this could be so dangerous as Serval do choose to push in this direction. Trespa taking the most damage early on with the AWP. He's being close, and he's still burning alive in the Molotov. Really not expecting of that. And he's got a great angle to work with, but they have to be aware and just careful. Jeremy has got himself a nice little angle here. The AWP, though, will just miss an early shot. Jeremy, if anything, just a warning shot. A smoke will go down there, and Pajalmi will be allowed a nice kill. A great alternate angle, which we've not seen play before. Frosted, though, he can respond. Stebby, he finds another kill to again give W the man advantage. But this also sniper is still alive. And on a retake, it might be favoured. Frosted, he's got a second kill, and he's doing the work for Serval as they push onto the A site. It leaves W, you'd think in a retake scenario, but for now the bomb will be just denied at this stage. Bomb goes down. Frosted, still alive, and Frosted on for the ace at this stage. Frosted, he's got a fourth, and now all that remains between them is Pandas. And Pandas, he's got an auto sniper. And to spot one player, we'll find Pandas, and that ace has got to be a miracle clutch for Frosted at this stage. W with the auto sniper against Frosted with the AK. Frosted just trying to stick it. He will find a kill. He'll get the ace. And Serval going to tie up the scores. And that's so good. And Now it's going to be a little bit harder for Serval to try and recover. Pandas again will invest in the auto sniper again towards ramp. Again, Serval this time working to try and get some outside control. For now, they've all just been smoked off. W are aware of this outside presence. It is Pajelmi with one of the weapons. Frosted again for Serval. Will get one. Pajelmi this time will respond, and there goes the ace clutch from last round. Four and four. It's just going to be some map control, which now Serval will try and work towards. Two players on aim. One player outside and the other towards ramp for the CT setup. And Serval still have an open play. They've also got an SG in play. And the SG again just coming down to that personal preference. Now, this auto sniper is going to have to go massive. Pandas, he's taken a more defensive call, a more defensive approach. And with Stebby gone, this is going to put a lot of pressure on Pandas. Pandas with the auto sniper, he's only got one kill. Surprisingly, the AK can clean him off. And now Serval have the man advantage going onto this site here. And Pajelmi and Hajalti looking to go for a big little kill. Almost killed his teammate there. That would have been funny. Goodbye, both W players. Wilpoff cleans them both off. W then, all five players opting to go for the M4s. This time, Serval can't work with an auto sniper. Foyley, he will get the opening frag, and that's Serval now with the man advantage. W need to win this round to take it to a second overtime of Serval. They're through to the finals. They get the opening kill. And apply just that little bit more pressure onto the CT hold now. Hajalti doesn't really have to be dual peeking yet. That. W now starting to feel a little bit under pressure here. And RMZ actually opting to push through the smoke. And that's aggressive. That's dangerous. With Fassium, we'll get one kill. Serval will trade out. But Stebby, he's still on site. And he's got an AWP and the bomb in his favour. Serval have to now somehow find kills, and finding kills they should get. Serval get the bomb, they get the A site, and they leave W in a 2-on-2 clutch. Still economy and utility to both sides. First to 19 rounds, and this is looking more likely to be Serval hitting that 19th round. It's an AK and an M4 against two M4s. Hajalti, though, just spot one player. Pushing out. Frosted will get the first. Looking for the second. He'll clean it up. That's Serval, your first finalist. And a great little response and a great recovering. For just 1 minute, you thought that W would go into the finals. Not this time. Not this game. Serval, they win it. They are the first finalists of Season 3 of the RDYUP Amateur League. A great result and a great end. 37 kills for Frosted in the end. Wilposs hitting 32. And Stebby, he hit 39 kills, but his team just not doing enough. If you said to me after that first half of Mirage that Serval were going to win, I'd have called you nuts. A great reaction. A great save. And they are your first finalists. Now, the pressure goes on to two pitches and Galactics. The next semi-final of the RDYUP League will be played out tomorrow at the same time, 7 PM UK time. And Galactics and two pitchers. If they were watching tonight, they'll hopefully have been taking note of this Finnish team. Still, Serval, they'll take this. They'll take a final spot. That's brilliant from them. And to win it in overtime as well is just phenomenal. Well played to them. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this. Thank you, Mr. Stu Julie. I hope you've enjoyed the commentary. And we hope you enjoyed us. Serval then. They're through to the finals. and they'll be looking to go one step better in that grand final in the next few weeks. Thank you for watching. I've been Louis2K. Follow me on Twitter at Louis2K_. Do follow RDYUP on all their social medias. And we hope you've enjoyed this coverage. Do check everyone out from the RDYUP team. And have a good evening.